So for about roughly, I don't know, 4 or 5 days now, I've been debating how to make this video, where to make this video, to just go on a complete rant, write a script. I don't know. I'm lost for words, and that's why I'm literally recording this in my car. I'm tired of waiting around. I'm not going to let the embers burn out. I'm going to record this while I still have some fire. But obviously, this video has to do with Sony's recent decision to stop making physical media by January 2028, which is presumably the end of PlayStation as we know it today. So, I figured I'd make this video. I wrote some subtitles down here to kind of keep me on track so I don't go on a complete diabolical rant. But we got a lot to talk about. So, get comfortable because it's about to be a bumpy ride. First topic of the day: ownership. Let's talk a little bit about ownership, Sony. I have been supporting you and your consoles since day one, since 1995, when people were using it as a CD player. I remember playing demo disc of ID or IQ, whatever it's called, Crash Bandicoot. I mean, I'm an OG. I've been here from the start. And the fact that you guys are the ones that are making this decision is mind-boggling. Actually, it's not. Because you're greedy as fuck. I'll just come out and say it. You talk about ownership, right? Digital ownership is why you're making this decision. Majority of your customers are buying digital. Well, that 20% or whatever you're putting out there, that's a bunch of BS and skewed statistics to begin with all the garbage you have on the PlayStation Network shop. I mean, there's just pages and pages and pages of digital filler games on there that strongly skew those numbers. When you got franchises like Resident Evil, Final Fantasy, what I'm saying is the major franchises within PlayStation, your Uncharted's, your Last of Us, all these major titles, the people that play these games want to buy them physically. You're cutting out the hardcores. Those statistics you're throwing out there, I'm sorry, they're the casual gamers. They are. I can't name one hardcore gamer that collects all digital. I just don't know them. Maybe they're out there. And I have friends that only play digital, but they also only buy a handful of games a year. People like me and the rest of the people you're cutting out, we buy all of our games physical. We like owning what we have. We like the ability to sell it on a used market, to trade it in if I don't like it. Hold on. The lighting's getting kind of crazy, so I might have to change this. I, myself, and many others like ownership, and it is very important to us. Yes, having the box and all that stuff is cool, but I hate subscriptions and being locked into monthly things I'm not going to use and just pile on more and more bills. I like to have something physical. I can use it anytime I want. And there's people landscaping over here. We might have to change locations real quick. Excuse me. You cannot make this shit up. There's people landscaping at 9:30 at night in this parking lot. And why I'm in this parking lot at 9:30, that's a different story. But back to ownership. Ownership is important Because the ability to buy something and physically own it is important to me. I own all my movies, all my games, for the most part, I don't have any digital movies, but I do have a handful of digital games, and it makes sense at times, If a game's $3, $5, hell yeah, I'm going to buy that. But for the longest time, things have been getting out of hand with pricing. Not only pricing, but just the market in general. With the current economy, things are just getting more and more inexpensive. I mean, they're already talking about the PlayStation 6 being $1,000 plus. Yeah, they're out of their mind. But yes, the ability to buy something, own it, sell it, give it to a friend, keep it forever, trade it in, donate it, do whatever I want to it is important. Because there is no ownership with digital. There's really not. Maybe for a handful of years until the PlayStation 9's around, or the 10, and they're like, yeah, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 6, we got to cut those networks, so bye-bye to all your digital games. And that's going to happen. They just did it with the PlayStation 3 store. So why aren't they going to do it in the future? They do not care about us. And it's being blatantly obvious. This is when corporate greed destroys an entire culture. It's just a damn shame. It's a damn shame. I already talked about it a little bit, but prices. Let's talk about prices. The prices of digital games are outrageous. New games just stay at $70 forever. Even games that are completely outdated, like random sports games, old Call of Duties, you name it, they will stay at full price. Where in the used market, you can still find games that are affordable. And I will put some screenshots on the screen of games I bought off MERCARI, eBay, you name it. And some of these prices are fantastic. And I would never get that with digital. So this is going to price a lot of people out of a hobby that a lot of people already can't afford. There's a lot of single moms, struggling moms out there, middle class families, people working paycheck to paycheck. Your everyday man or woman. Like, we rely on these things to be able to even play these games. If I have to buy every game at $70, $80, I'm hardly buying anything new. And it's just going to get worse when there's no used market and they have a monopoly over the entire system. That's what Sony wants, is total control, and they're about to have it. This is why having competition is important. You need people like Xbox and Nintendo to bring the heat and put it on PlayStation. Put that pressure on them, because every time someone's in the driver's seat, PlayStation does this shit every time. The PlayStation 3 was completely unaffordable, and I don't think it sold very good as a result of that, and the Xbox 360 kind of dominated that generation. And that's because PlayStation got greedy, and obviously they're not learning from their mistakes. That's why the PlayStation 4 was so good, because they shit the bed in the previous generation and had to make up for it. They lost control, and it's taken them this long to get it back, and you're seeing the results. And it's bullshit. Don't let them sell you otherwise. And look at, the GTA stuff, too, right before this. Do you think it's a coincidence that they announced this right after the GTA nonsense? Absolutely not. They saw what GTA did, coming out saying it's going to be all digital. We're going to charge $80, $100. There's going to be no physical. PlayStation jumped right on that bandwagon and said, this is the perfect time. GTA just did it. It's time. We're going to do it too. And you see how quiet Sony has been now, just thinking this is going to blow over. This is not going to blow over. I'm sorry. You're affecting the world with this decision. And the hardcore gamers that have kept these brands and these companies alive for so many years and given thousands and thousands of dollars to. And you're just cutting them to the side. Just cutting them down. Chasing a bottom line. PlayStation, you're at the end of the line with me. I've gone all the way through the PlayStation 1 all the way to the 5. But I can't defend this anymore. I really can't. I know I've already kind of touched on this a little bit because I've been kind of jumping around. I'm emotional about this. I'm passionate about it. But the used market. The used market is going to be obsolete. They are trying to take that away from us. PlayStation hates the fact that I can get on Amazon or eBay or MERCARI, Target, this and that. Maybe not Target. But from second-hand sellers and buy the games $30, $40 cheaper. Consistently. I've been doing it for 6 years. Ever since I started. I mean, longer, but 6 years is really when I've been collecting again. Hold on. The freaking landscapers are coming back, so I'll stop this video and then start it again once they walk past with the damn leaf blower at 10 o'clock at night. Not to mention, think about the prices of used games now. Used physical games and even new physical games are going to absolutely skyrocket in price. If I were you, speaking to other physical collectors right now, I would be going after PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games. Probably PlayStation 3 too. Because the stuff is just going to get stupid expensive now. Because you have collectors like me that are going to be trying to get ahead of the curve before this finally goes through in about a year and a half from now. So start now. Do not wait until this gets closer. I keep going back to this, but it's really all about control. They want to take that away from us. They don't like the fact that they have to make these consoles backwards compatible. They're going to take that away with the PlayStation 5. Even if it's all digital, they want us to buy the remastered for the 18th time of The Last of Us, and so on. They do not want me to play my PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 version of The Last of Us. They want to rinse and repeat that cycle over and over and over again. They hated the fact that they had to install a disk drive separately, reluctantly, with the PlayStation 5. Hell, I think the Pro, yeah, you have to buy the external drive. I don't even think it comes with it on the standard edition. I think standard one's just digital. It's just sad that we've gotten to this place. And to think we were giving Nintendo a hard time about keycards, which are still not all that great, but the fact that you can sell it to another individual or share it, that's all I want, is the option, the ability, consumer rights. And I get it, like, a lot of these newer games are so big, they're hard to fit on disk, but you can have an install disk, a data disk. You can have multiple disks. You own, like, the Blu-ray facilities and all this stuff. You make the physical product. The bottom line is all you care about. Nothing will ever be enough with these companies. I've had enough, that's for sure. And you can tell by the outrage on the internet, a lot of others feel this way too. Moving right along to culture. The culture of gaming is dead with this decision. Gone are the days of midnight releases. Hell, physical stores are going to be gone soon. What are we going to do? Walk into GameStop and there's going to be a bunch of slips like at Target and Best Buy? Here's the download code. Merry Christmas. It's just so sad. I have so many fond memories. I was just telling one the other day in the Nintendo 64 video about me getting the N64 for Christmas and how that memory was so fun. Even when I picked up my PlayStation 5, I recorded a video because I thought it'd be the last console I got. I got the Switch 2 now. But these experiences are few and far between, and they're about to be even fewer. So cherish these days of going and picking up physical games and going on the hunt, because the days are numbered. It just blows my mind. Like, they talk about this 12, 20% or whatever these ridiculous numbers are. I've been to the Portland Retro Gaming Convention. Like, there's thousands and thousands of people at these conventions collecting games, loving physical media. There's an entire culture of it. It's part of gaming, if you like it or not. The manuals, the boxes, the artwork. It's art. It's all part of it. The packaging. Displaying it on your shelves. Passing it down to the next generation. Can't pass down a digital game. And I know the younger generation doesn't care about digital. And the old man yelling at the clouds or whatever that stupid Simpsons reference is. I really don't care. We should all care about this because we all should care about consumer rights and having options as consumers. Not being forced into a digital purchase. And that's your only option. It's so soulless. Think about like when you buy a digital game too, or even a digital movie, compared to like picking out a movie off the shelf, intentionally watching that, putting it in your Blu-ray player, your DVD player, or whatever. Same thing with the game. You're way more like committed to it, I feel. And you're actually like care about finishing it compared to like just turning on something on Netflix. In my digital games, I forget I have too. And the percentage of me finishing a physical game to a digital game is probably like 90 with physical and like 10-15% with digital. It's just frustrating. And I'm glad that people are sticking it to PlayStation right now because they deserve it. They deserve it. Making that video with the PlayStation 4 too, this is how you share your games with your friend. You hand it to him. Like, you look like an idiot now, PlayStation. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't understand where we go from here. Like, where do we truly go? I don't think there's much we can do. I think, they're already tearing down the facilities. I don't think they're going to walk this back. I really don't. And I hope that Nintendo keeps this going for at least another generation, because they're not far behind. But they also know that most of their fans are collectors, and I don't know. They have some tough decisions to make too. Xbox, I don't really have much faith in them because I think they've already committed to Project Helix and started that process, and I think they're already going the all-digital route. So I don't see them changing it, but this would be a huge opportunity for them to come in and steal so many PlayStation fans. Like, if you came out and said you were going all physical, supporting it and this and that, Xbox would be back, and I would be right there with them. Like, I'm a free agent right now. Come get me. The future. The future. So, going forward, like I said, I'm pretty much out on PlayStation. No plans to buy the PlayStation 6. We'll see what happens when the new Resident Evil comes out. Resident Evil 10 in whatever year. Who knows? But hopefully I have a PC built by then, and PC don't have physical games either, but that's the point. I'm saying if there's no physical games for an all-digital console, I might as well go to PC. Because at least with Steam, I can buy the game, play it for a few hours, and say I don't like it and get my money back. But yes, I will be committing to the Switch 2. And I will be giving them my money for the foreseeable future. And I'll still be buying PlayStation 5 games and PlayStation 4 games because I know those prices are going up. But newer titles and third-party titles, Switch 2, baby. Which I was already kind of doing in the first place because I like the ability to take it on the go. And third-party support is getting fantastic. Sorry, I'm going to vote with my wallet on this. And PlayStation, I don't know. I haven't even ordered GTA, the new GTA. And I'm debating. I'm going to wait anyways because I do think there will be a physical version eventually. And I'm not going to let them double dip me. Because I think that's also some bullshit they're doing. They're going to put out that digital version, and then a few months later, they're going to put out a collector's physical version or something like that, and people will buy it a second time. Because they're assholes. And on top of that, they have that sneaky little GTA Plus subscription nonsense where they give you a month for free for a service that's not even running yet. There's no features to it besides having access to their older games. And so many people are going to forget about that, and they're going to automatically get renewed after a month. Which I'm pretty sure that's borderline illegal and fucked up. I just don't like these practices PlayStation is doing. And I never thought I'd say that. At least not now. Because I thought they had our back the way they were supporting physical media over these years, but little did I know. Because this has obviously been in the plans for a minute. But I think I've said enough about this topic. Comment down below your thoughts on this. If you agree with what I'm saying, do you not care? I'm just so bummed out. Like, we had such a good run. But I think it might be over. I really do. On to greener and brighter pastures. Oh, goodness. Why, PlayStation? Why? That's enough out of me, though. Until next time, stay blessed, my friends.